information now coming in from TMC's Mahua Moitra, who in fact is questioning the IT survey of BBC offices in the national capital and Mumbai. She's in fact put out a tweet, and that tweet says, reports of income tax raid at BBC's Delhi office. Wow, really? Question mark. How unexpected. Let's bring in our colleague and senior editor Pallavi Ghosh, who in fact has been tracking these developments for us. Multiple reactions coming in from the opposition, from Jairam Ramesh to Mahua Moitra. Just talk to us about the key points that are being made by various opposition leaders.
So, Ridhima, when the BBC documentary first came out, even then for the opposition, it had become a big issue to take on the BJP at that point of time. And now when we are seeing this IT survey carrying on at the BBC offices, both in Delhi as well as in Mumbai, once again for the opposition parties, this is exactly what the point that they are making. There is misuse of the agencies, whether it's ED, whether it's the income tax department. Every time someone wants to raise a question mark over the BJP, and this is the high-handedness of the BJP and of the central government once again. I think this is just a preliminary, kind of responses we're getting in. I think most of the opposition parties will be united on attacking the government on this. We already had the Congress party doing it. And now, of course, the Trinamool Congress's Mahua Moitra.
Okay. Pallavi, we leave the conversation there. Thanks a lot for getting us all those details. Let's continue the conversation with Nikhil, who continues to report for us from outside the BBC office here in the national capital. And just look at the visuals that we're putting out for our viewers as well. So Nikhil, very sketchy details, but the details, let's reiterate them for our viewers. We do understand there is an IT team that's present at the BBC offices in Delhi as well as Mumbai. Earlier, you were talking to us about some internal message that was sent to employees as well. Talk to us about what that message said.
Well, this is something which was circulated inside for all the staff members or all the employees who are part of the BBC India, and this is something which says that they should refrain from coming to office for today and for this week as well. And this is the reason, because a team of the IT officials, but this is something that we know, the employees who are or those employees who are working from home, they must not be aware as to what exactly is happening inside their offices. This is the reason why we are here to give you each and every detail. So we are currently reporting from outside this particular office of BBC in KG Marg, where a team of the IT officials, they are present inside, and not just in the national capital, Ridhima, in financial capital Mumbai as well. A team of the IT officials, they are very much present at this place, and also the employees who are currently present inside these places, they have been advised not to use their personal cell phone, and they should strictly avoid using their official workstation as well. This is something which has been directed to all the employees by the team of IT officials, but we do not know exactly as to how many number of the officials they are present inside. They are carrying out with their work, but clearly around 10:30 or 11 a.m., that means a while back, an hour or two before, a team of the officials, they had reached out at this particular place. And also in the visuals, I would urge my camera person Ravinder Kumar to pan on the Delhi police officials, the workers, the staff members who are also, and this is something which is a part of the protocol, that whenever a team of the agency, they carry out their work, so they are to be accompanied by the security personnel as well. This is the reason why a team of the Delhi police officials, they are also very much present at the same site. And in the backdrop of the same, we all know as to what transpired politically and from the government of India side as well. And now if we talk about the details outside the office, there is huge presence, heavy deployment of the national media. So there is chaos all around. In fact, the passers-by as well, they are asking as to what has gone wrong inside. So this is the breaking piece of information which is now brought to you, particularly on CNN News 18, where we have been given to understand that an internal message has been circulated to all those staff members who are part of the BBC India office. At the same time, there are certain directions as well, advisory as well, which has been given to the employees of BBC India who are currently inside, that they should refrain strictly from using their personal cell phones as well, and their official workstation as well. At the same time, we should wait for the official both from the income tax
So
office
as Nikhil is
and from
pointing
the
out, as
BBC
far
India
as the Delhi office is concerned, all we know is that there is an IT team that's present and there has been an internal message that has been circulated to BBC employees as well. Nikhil, we'll just request you to stay on with us. Let's bring in our colleague Yesha also to understand what's happening in Mumbai. Yesha, any details that you have or what's happening at the BBC office in Mumbai? How many members, how many teams, any details?
Riddhima, so what we understand from Mumbai is that there are two offices of BBC, of which the BBC Studios office and not the BBC News office, which is under the scanner of IT. As of now, our IT sources confirm that it's a survey. They're not calling it a raid. There have been 12 people, 12 employees who were inside that office. Their phones have been confiscated, and further inquiry is still going on at that office, is what we understand right now. But apart from that, employees who have not been in office, they've been sent a message asking them to not come to office today and for the next 1 week. This is the basic information that has come out from the BBC office, source information from the BBC office. But the reason why this searches are being conducted, why this survey is being conducted at the BBC studios is also, there's no clarity on that, while IT officials are still tight-lipped as to why these surveys are being conducted. So as of now, it's just a preliminary information that there have been teams that have reached both the Delhi as well as Mumbai offices of BBC, and these are BBC studio offices where these searches are being conducted. Why these searches are being conducted? What is the context? What is the preliminary information that they are gathering from these these searches? Because post this survey searches, if they get concrete information from BBC, they could further go ahead and actually carry out raids and question people. So this basic survey would be on the basis of an information that the income tax department has received. There's a tip-off that they would have received. In order to confirm that tip-off or in order to ensure what is the further lead, is why this team has actually reached both these offices. It's quite a preliminary information, and it will be too early to actually comment as to what exactly is going on by the income tax officials. As of now, there are just two locations across the city, across the country, which has actually been confirmed by the IT officials. But further information, we'd expect them to come out in the next few hours as the survey goes on and as the searches are still being conducted, because this information will actually reveal the fact as to why these searches were being conducted. Preliminarily, it's been these two offices that the IT team has reached, and in Mumbai that we speak about, it's the Kalina office where the IT team is currently present, is what we've gotten confirmation for. And there were 12 people inside that office, whereas there are other offices as well, which has different departments of BBC working there. But there's been no confirmation if IT team has reached that office as well or not. But this one office which has been confirmed, that's only at this one office that IT team is still present.
Okay,
Yes,
so Yesha, as you were saying, because details are still sketchy as far as developments in Mumbai also are concerned, but you were saying that what sources are telling you that about phones were confiscated of 12 employees. Is that a usual procedure that's followed in cases like these?
It's actually unprecedented, because when it comes to a case like this, if a survey is being conducted, it's not the employees who are put under scanner. It's only when there's a raid or if there's a questioning that takes place, is where even the employees, their phones, their digital evidences which need to be collected in order to ensure that they could be put in a piece of evidence. But here we've seen that this practice has taken place in Mumbai as well as Delhi, where phones have been seized of all the employees. That was only 12 employees were present in Mumbai, but their phones also have been seized. This could also be particularly so that the information does not go on to other employees. As a matter of fact, when there are agencies who are in fact looking into such cases, they ensure that the piece of information or any kind of communication for those who are not present, they should not be leaked out. This could be a precautionary measure that the income tax officials would have taken, but in a case where it's just a survey and not a raid or a questioning, seizing of phones of employees is not really a pattern or not really a practice that really agencies really follow. Yes,
okay. Yesha, we'll just request you to stay on with us. Let's go back to Nikhil also to understand if he has any other details coming in as to what's happening at the BBC office in the national capital. Nikhil, as you were talking to our viewers a short while ago, that an internal